guys, so it's the International Women's Day and I am so proud to be a woman today, and I am on my way to the Carnival of Resistance in Cardiff, which is an event we are celebrating for women across the world, but specifically Irish women fighting for their reproductive rights and British women talking about anti-austerity and the budget cuts. Okay, so I am on my way and there's lots of exciting things that's gonna happen, and I'll catch you from there. So for now, bye bye, I love you. Happy International Women's Day. It all begins with why. Thank you. It all begins with why. My New Year resolution for 2017 was to start my YouTube channel to contribute to the efforts of women's rights around the world that I've been working on with my feminist blog. And now I wanted to do videos continued as womanly TV. My mom's reaction to that was, why do you talk about assaults and feminism on your channel? Why don't you make cooking videos or makeup videos or something, just like the rest of the nice girls do? Now, ain't nothing wrong with makeup or cooking videos. I watch tons myself. I mean, look at me. Where do you think I learned all the highlighting and contour? Or any other friend who was recently asking me, what is all this resistance and marches and protests? Life is cool. Disney is releasing Beauty and the Beast next month. Oh, this month. And Emma Watson is there. What's there to complain? Yes, some political issues seem a bit disturbing, but what can you do? Now that it's already happened, just admit it and move on with your life. Get a Starbucks, put on Bruno Mars, and forget about it. You women are crazy. Everything is perfect on planet Earth. To that, I said, yes, I agree with you. Absolutely. With all my heart. Except, just a teeny tiny bit of things that I do. You see, recently, a menstruating bride gets raped by her husband and her collarbone broken for refusing sex on her wedding night. What does that tell you about the perception of women's bodily autonomy in our society? Thousands of poor Nepalese women are trafficked into Indian brothels, not just to be raped, but also to be skinned, because their skin is fair in color and rich Indian men and women can get fancy cosmetic surgeries to look all glowy in their shit-covered dark world. What does that tell you about women's economic conditions in poor countries? And by the way, in case you were wondering of the rates, it's just 500 pounds for a 100-inch square of skin. And in case you thought, why just women? That's because women back there don't drink or smoke, so their health is in much better condition than that of men, making their bodies, perfect target for perfect meat. Or 80% of Indian women need permission to visit health centers, and about 90% have no say in choosing their husbands. What does that tell you about women using their reproductive and human rights, if any at all? A depressing decline in female participation in India's labor force from over 35 to 25% despite the rise in educated women. Or the fact that Indian women spend up to 298 minutes per day doing household chores, while men do only 19 minutes on average. What does that tell you about the women's work and the value of their work? I'm sorry that my examples all sound so dark and grim, but what can I do? I come from a dark place. I wish I came from a Disney world so I could tell you stories of how Princess Jasmine fell in love with a thief, or how Beauty fell in love with a man that abducted her father, or how Cinderella fell in love with a man after about just 60 minutes of dance and wanted to marry him, not because she had dated enough men and knew that the prince was good for her, but simply because she wanted to escape the abusive life at home with her step-family. That's all just so beautiful, right? So close. The fact is, whether it is the Irish women fighting for their reproductive rights, or British women talking about anti-austerity, fighting for budget cuts that impact women and families, or the American sisters who fear being grabbed by their navy cards, we are all in this together. And don't even get me started on the Asian, Russian, African, and Chinese women. And while they are at it, why just stop at women? The state of human rights of our LGBTQ community members and people with the differently abled are shocking. I remember this Indian guy talking to his mother about gays, to which his mother says, "Oh, you crazy? Gays don't exist." He says, "What? Gays don't exist? They're not gay, they're not ghosts, they're gays." And his mom says, "Oh no, ghosts exist." So, we are still in a world dealing with people that believe in the existence of ghosts, but not that humans can have different sexual orientations. The saying used to be sex sells, remember? I think in this day, stupidity sells. The more stupid you are, the more media attention your story will get. Coming back to the why of things. Why you, why me, why this, why now? See, we all have some privileges and some oppression. I'll tell you about mine. I'm privileged because my parents told me, dream, get an education, be self-reliant. I'm also oppressed because that earlier statement ends with, as long as your husband is okay with it. So, two things happened here. I recognize my privilege to be an educated woman who was the first in the family to migrate to the UK for a PhD, to write books, to not marry by 24, to be an outspoken feminist. And since I have that privilege, I use it to come out of the safe bubble world that my parents built for me. I realize that not every person in the world has those luxuries available to them, and I do whatever I can through my writing and my YouTube videos to combat that. On the other hand, I also recognize my oppression and push against it with all my might when being advised to get married, because only that will validate my existence as a woman. I also help out other women that want to be entrepreneurs and get rid of abusive relationships, etc., etc. To end my time here, I want you to remember one thing. Most of us have some privileges and some oppressions to fight. Standing here today, we have the privilege to be in a country where we are not shot dead for resisting. Yet we have the oppression to fight as well, whether in the name of budget cuts or reproductive rights. As long as we see these as not just white people problems or brown people problems or just women's problems or just gays problems, nothing can be changed. We need to see this as humanity's problems, because as I said, we are all in this together. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Georgina just touched on.
Hi ladies, so I am just on my way back from the Carnival of Resistance in Cardiff today. To be very honest with you, last night I came home from London at about 11 p.m. in the night, and I was so tired. Every freaking bone in my body was hurting, every muscle was hurting. And today I was thinking, oh my god, I don't think I can make it with so much pain in my body. Then when I woke up, I thought, you know what, it's International Women's Day, and if I don't go there, how can I expect that the world should be standing up for events like this for my rights, right? So I made it a point to go there, and I tell you, it was awesome. There is one thing that I want to add before I finish the video for today, is that we all think, what, I am just a small person, I am just a tiny person, and I'm not famous, I'm not rich. What can I really do to help change the world, right? What can I do to make a difference? We all want to make a difference, more because of the ego satisfaction that it gives us, that yeah, I'm famous now, people recognize me and respect me. But more than that, if it is a self-fulfilling thought that you want to make a difference, even if it is just showing up at an event like this and standing up for women's rights or any civil rights, any human rights or animal rights for that matter, if that's what makes you happy, do it. Because you know what? Life is short. There's not going to be another one. Do it now. And with that, happy International Women's Day. I love you.